There is a moment coming. A single moment on August 12th, when the sky itself seems to hold its breath, and in that moment something ancient inside you may stir awake. I need you to listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you is not something you scroll past. It is something you feel. On this day, the moon will pass in front of the sun, and for a few sacred minutes light will disappear from the sky. But this video is not about astronomy. This video is about you, about the parts of you that have been waiting, quietly in the dark, for permission to change. So stay with me until the very end, because I am going to walk you through exactly what to do the moment you see it, and why this single instant could mark the beginning of an entirely new chapter of your life. Before we go further, let's be honest with each other. Everything I share today comes from spiritual tradition, energy work, and symbolic interpretation. It is not a scientific claim, and it is not a prediction carved in stone. Think of it instead as an invitation, a doorway you may choose to walk through or simply admire from a distance. Either way, I believe you were guided to this video for a reason, so take a breath with me right now, in and out. Good. Let's begin. Across cultures and centuries, eclipses have never been seen as ordinary. The ancients paused their lives when the sky darkened. They whispered prayers. They gathered in silence. They watched the heavens with a mixture of awe and reverence. Because an eclipse is not simply the moon passing in front of the sun. Symbolically, it is the feminine meeting the masculine. It is intuition veiling logic, even if just for a moment, so that something deeper can rise to the surface. The sun represents our conscious self, our identity, our will, the mask we wear in daylight. The moon represents our subconscious, our emotions, our hidden truths, the parts of us we don't always show. When the moon steps in front of the sun, spiritually speaking, it is as though the subconscious finally gets its turn to speak. All the things you've been suppressing, avoiding, or quietly carrying, they rise just for a moment into the light. That is why so many spiritual teachers refer to eclipses as portals, not doors that lead somewhere physical, but thresholds between one version of you and the next. A closing of one cycle and the quiet, trembling beginning of another. And this is where it becomes personal. Because if you have felt like something in your life has been ending lately, a relationship, a job, a friendship, a version of yourself you no longer recognize, this eclipse may be arriving at the exact moment you need it most. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really sit with the question instead of rushing past it. What have you been holding on to that no longer serves who you are becoming? Is it a grudge, a fear, a story you keep repeating about why you can't move forward? Whatever came to mind just now, hold on to that thought. We will return to it. In the days leading up to an eclipse, many people report a shift in their inner world, even if they don't fully understand why. Some describe unusually vivid dreams, dreams that feel more like memories than fiction. Others feel a pull toward solitude, an unexplainable need to withdraw from noise and people, to sit quietly with their own thoughts. Old memories may resurface unexpectedly, conversations from years ago, faces you haven't thought about in a long time, emotions you thought you had already healed. Fatigue is common too, a heaviness in the body that isn't about sleep but about release. And for many, intuition sharpens. You may find yourself noticing repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, or a persistent inner voice nudging you toward change. If you have felt even one of these things recently, I want you to know you are not imagining it. You are not being dramatic. You are simply sensitive to the shifting energy around you. And that sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a gift. Take a moment right now and comment below which of these signs you've been feeling. Dreams, isolation, memories, fatigue, or intuition. I read every comment, and I promise you, you are not alone in this. Now let's talk about the shadow. Not in a frightening way, but in the way psychology and spirituality both describe it. The parts of ourselves we push into darkness because they feel too heavy, too shameful, or too painful to face in daylight. An eclipse symbolically invites the shadow to be seen, not to shame you, but to free you. Because what we refuse to look at continues to quietly run our lives from behind the curtain. What we finally face, we begin to heal. Think about the shape of an eclipse itself. Darkness and then light returning. This is the oldest story humanity has ever told. Death and rebirth, descent and ascension. The night before the dawn. Every mythology on Earth carries some version of this pattern, because it lives inside every one of us. We fall apart and then we rebuild, wiser and lighter than before. This eclipse may be asking you to trust that same pattern in your own life right now, even if the falling apart part has felt frightening. So here is my question for you. What would it feel like to finally set something down? Not fix it, not analyze it forever. Just set it down the way you'd set down a heavy bag you've been carrying for miles. I want to give you something practical now. A ritual you can do the moment the eclipse happens, or even if you're watching it later from wherever you are in the world. This is simple, gentle, and requires nothing but your presence and your breath. Before anything else, please hear this clearly. Never, under any circumstances, look directly at the sun during an eclipse without certified solar eclipse glasses or proper protective viewing equipment. Your eyes are precious, and no spiritual experience is worth risking your vision. If you don't have certified eclipse glasses, you can still do this entire ritual with your eyes closed, or by watching the eclipse safely through a live stream. The energy of the moment is not dependent on your direct gaze. It's dependent on your presence. Here is how we begin. Find a quiet space indoors or outdoors, somewhere you won't be interrupted. If you can, step away from screens and noise for just a few minutes. Sit or stand comfortably, feet grounded, spine tall but relaxed. Close your eyes if that feels right for you. Take 3 slow, deep breaths, in through the nose, filling your belly, then slowly releasing through the mouth. With each exhale, imagine releasing tension from your shoulders, your jaw, your chest. Let your body soften. Now bring to mind the thing you've been carrying, the one we spoke about earlier. The grudge, the fear, the old story. Don't judge it. Just acknowledge it. Silently say to yourself, I see you. I release you. You have taught me what you came to teach me, and now I let you go. Feel free to whisper this out loud if you're alone. There is power in your own voice speaking your own truth. Next, move into gratitude. This step matters more than people realize because gratitude opens the heart in a way that fear and resistance cannot. Think of 3 things, big or small, that you are grateful for in this exact season of your life. Let the warmth of that gratitude spread through your chest. Now visualization. Picture the version of you on the other side of this cycle. Not perfect, not fixed overnight, but lighter, freer, more at peace with who they are. See this version of yourself clearly, standing in their own light. Notice how they carry themselves. Notice their eyes, calm and certain. This is not fantasy. This is a preview of who you are already becoming. Finally, speak your affirmation. You can use mine or create your own, whatever feels true to you. Place a hand on your heart and say, I release what no longer serves me. I welcome the light that is returning. I am ready for my next chapter. Say it slowly. Say it like you mean it. Because you do, sit in stillness for a few more breaths before opening your eyes. There is no rush. This moment is yours. Some of you watching this may feel a wave of emotion right now, and that's completely okay. Release doesn't always look graceful. Sometimes it looks like tears you didn't expect or a long exhale you didn't know you were holding in. Let it happen. You are safe here. I want you to think about cycles for a moment. Nature never rushes transformation, yet everything gets accomplished. The seed doesn't panic in the dark soil. The caterpillar doesn't resist the cocoon. There is a quiet trust built into every living thing that says this discomfort is not permanent. This darkness has a purpose, and light always returns. You are part of that same natural order, whether you always feel it or not. So let me ask you this, gently, and I really want you to answer honestly in the comments below. If this eclipse could carry away one thing from your life forever, what would you choose to release? And in its place, what intention would you plant for the cycle ahead? Take your time. Type it out. There is something powerful about declaring it publicly, even in a simple comment, because you are no longer just thinking it. You are speaking it into existence. So let me ask you this gently, and I really want you to answer honestly in the comments below. If this eclipse could carry away one thing from your life forever, what would you choose to release? And in its place, what intention would you plant for the cycle ahead? Take your time. Type it out. There is something powerful about declaring it publicly, even in a simple comment, because you are no longer just thinking it. You are speaking it into existence. If this video has resonated with you so far, if even one sentence made you pause and feel something, I would be so grateful if you considered subscribing to this channel. This space exists for people like you, people who feel deeply, who sense more than the eye can see, who are searching for meaning in the ordinary and the extraordinary alike. New videos like this one arrive regularly, And I never want you to miss a moment that might speak directly to what you're going through. And if you know someone in your life who needs to hear this today, a friend going through a hard season, a family member craving change, please share this with them. Sometimes the most meaningful thing we can give someone is simply the reminder that they are not alone in what they're feeling. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to leave you with something to carry forward. Endings are rarely as loud as we expect them to be. Most of the time, they arrive quietly, in a single breath, in a single choice, in a single moment where we decide, I am not the same person I was yesterday. This eclipse, whether you watch it with your own protected eyes through a live stream, or simply feel its energy from wherever you are, is an invitation. Not a guarantee, not a magic spell, but an invitation to pause, to breathe, to release, and to begin again. You do not need permission to change your life. You do not need a perfect moment. But sometimes the universe offers us a symbol, a mirror, a moment in the sky that reflects the moment already happening inside us. Whether or not you believe an eclipse holds any power at all, I believe this. You already hold the power. The eclipse is simply a reminder to use it. So as the sky darkens on August 12th and light returns once more, may you remember this. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to begin again. And every single ending you have ever survived was quietly, patiently, preparing you for exactly who you are about to become. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this touched you, drop a comment below, share this with someone who needs it, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Until then, breathe deeply, walk gently, and trust the light that is always on its way back to you.